What is this, man?
Triumph. Oh, you're quite low lah. Once you teach us how to make rendang.
It should be crispy, right? No? It should be crispy, right?
No lah, it's not.
Oh.
Autophiles here in the 2018 CR-V. This is a 1.5 turbo, right?
Yeah, front wheel drive version. This car goes up against, I think its primary rival is the CX-5. Other companies will give you more, the more you pay. Whereas for Honda, it's first start with a 2 litre, so yeah, basic model. And then 1.5 two-wheel drive, the front wheel drive. The option over that is the 1.5 with all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive.
Some people insist SUV must have all-wheel drive, so they just offer it. And then the top model, which is this one, puts back front-wheel drive, takes away the all-wheel drive, and then adds Honda sensing.
Okay, so basically it's the electronics and $1.
Yeah, the whole driver assist package.
Whoa,
I think
look at that. Wow, it's warning me to stop the car.
Slowing down, do not press the brake, let the ACC take over. All you need to do is hold on to the steering, okay?
First impression, I feel that the car is very trendy, very up to, up to date. It's for 2018, the looks are very nice, almost like the Civic.
My first impression is, well, CR-V has not given me a very good vibe in the past. I like the previous CR-V looks. In fact, I drove it also, but the problem is the car is just so underperforming, it's so underpowered. So I came in here with very little expectation of it being gonna work. But of course, my expectation was true. It doesn't drive like the CX-5. But most importantly, it feels actually very mature. I think they're going for a slightly more upmarket feel, and I think they have succeeded. And that's saying a lot because Honda packaging is top notch. They make it feel expensive. Performance.
So it's the same engine that you find in the Civic, but with a slightly different turbo. I think they changed the fin design or something like that. Horsepower is 190, 243 Newton meters of torque.
But my question is, how heavy is this car? I don't think it's light.
It's 1,550 kilos.
Yeah.
Not too heavy actually, I'm
Actually,
surprised.
it's about the same as the 2.5 CX-5. Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised. It looks like a heavy, premium, upmarket, filled to the brim with specs and leather kind of car.
I don't know what they did. Some Honda magic.
Yeah, it's Honda magic. You can feel some Honda magic going on in here. In fact, I have one praise for this Honda. Honda used to be famous for one finger steering wheel.
Correct.
Which
this is heavier.
This is heavier. It feels more driver oriented, even though it's not a driver oriented car. It's planted, right? I wouldn't call it powerful, but it's okay, you know.
The handling is a bit like a sedan, which is more comfortable. CX-5.
Oh, this one.
Just now, I was trying to overtake a car. The power was not immediate, but I think there was like 1 or 2 seconds it came after.
It has a slight lag.
Maybe it's a turbo, but it's not how do you call?
Not a complaint.
Not deficient.
Another aspect is, for an SUV, you have to talk about space and all that.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And I think I've never seen an SUV of this price giving me this much
kind of
of
leg
room.
room.
I'm like spread eagle down here.
Yeah, man. And we're talking about a mid-level Japanese vehicle.
SUV, yeah.
And I think the seats can recline as well. I don't need it to recline. Yeah.
Oh, can?
Voila.
Huge.
3.5
I agree. 3.5.
I think the way it drives 3.5 out of 5, but big overall performance as an SUV. 4
as an
out of
SUV.
4. Okay.
I haven't checked out the boot space.
To give you context, boot space CX-5 is 442 liters. This is 522 liters.
Wow.
So,
okay, looks.
I don't like the rear. The rear didn't work for me. Looks, front okay, the rear is just the one that gets me a bit.
Looks wise, I have to say the interior impresses me quite a lot actually. Quite a lot. I quite like it. I think it's very appointed. There are some touches that are very nice, like frameless display. I always like this wood. I don't know why. There's something about this
matte wood
that speaks to me. But you know, I also know it's a bit tacky. So the interior is very modern, very in trend, but at the same time very classy.
A lot of soft padding on the door, on the handle, here near the knee, on the central console.
I would give this interior a 4 out of 5. But the outside is, of course, I agree with you, it's an awkward looking thing. But I wouldn't call it ugly. I think I can contextualize it because I think they're trying to go upmarket. They don't understand fundamentally what is classy. They know sporty. So value.
bad.
I think Honda has understood the Asian market. We don't like to get cheated. You
Yeah,
know.
we don't mind paying more, but you gotta get what you pay lah.
So I think Honda understands that. So at every point of the way, they give you a bit more, and I think they have understood that lah.
What's the price of this car again?
This is 167.
167. It's not cheap lah.
Not
My
cheap.
question to you, Subhash, is which spec to go for? I want this drive.
Yeah.
I don't need the all-wheel, but I don't want to pay 167,
There's a 1.5 front-wheel drive.
What are you
You
losing?
don't get the Honda Sensing.
which is that thing.
Okay.
And I presume you don't get so many cameras as well.
Yeah, you don't get the side view camera.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
So
Other than that?
fundamentally, it's the same car.
It's the same car except gimmick,
Gimmicks, yeah. Little toys you don't get.
which I think that would be a value to go for. The reason is because while the Honda Sensing package, it's impressive at first, but I don't really use it that much lah. But then again, safety is an issue. For example, if you get into an accident because you don't have that, then it's you should really consider the value will be out the window lah. I mean, it's
Of
definitely
course,
worth it.
of
Already. The
course.
moment you get into an accident, that's worth it. But if you're a very careful driver, you don't need aids like this, then don't go for it.
Correct.
I am not that careful. Many of us are not that careful. So I think in that sense, if it prevents just one accident, it would have been worth it.
I think the question for me is CX-5 or this?
Hard.
Very hard.
Very hard question. CX-5, don't go for the diesel. Go for the 2-litre normal one.
Actually, I figured it out. Ask yourself whether you want full spec or base model. If you're going base model, go for the CX-5. If you're going full spec, go for the CRV.
I agree with that to a large extent because the CRV inside, when you fully spec it out, it feels very expensive, very high, and very premium, almost in premium level. CX-5 is Zoom Zoom. Zoom Zoom with premium features, it's not going to be great because the car is smaller anyway. Not as comfortable, drives better. I would choose this over the CX-5 for one reason only. CX-5, if you can do away with your harshness when I rev it, I would have picked CX-5 anytime. I give a thumbs up to Honda. You do a very good job. It's just a bit expensive.
I haven't even showed you the best part. Look at the size of it.
You can throw an LV bag inside.
You can put all your knickknacks here and still have your cup holders and a bottle holder at the side and a smart tech holder there.
One power outlet, two
One
USB.
HDMI.
HDMI!
Back
Yeah.
there's two USBs. If you have a family, you have to get this car.
I give it a 4 out of 5 lah.
4.5.
Pricing lah. If you go down 10,000, it's definitely a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Yeah.
4 out of 5. 4 out of 5, man, for CRV. Autophiles signing out. Thank you very much.
I think what Bo is trying to say is, actually, if you want to pay for that, it is worth it. But if you don't really need it, you don't have to pay.
If you're right, yeah. Dude,
You should become a lecturer.
you just did a circular argument that actually totally didn't mean anything at all.